Good morning all, Saturday morning, time to look at the average. I got a busy day today. My blinds turned up for my 3 windows in my new flat, so they're up. No more complaints from the neighbours, no more pointing and laughing at me in the morning. I'm going to the tip to get rid of a load of stuff from my last place, and then I'm going to IKEA to get a dining table and chairs and a standard lamp and some plants. It's going to be an expensive day for me today, but in the meantime, let's have a look at this picture then. We had 13 submitted, including mine, so mine and 12 others. So we can see there's a nice little cluster there, mine, isn't it? Everybody seems to think it's the same area. Apart from this idiot at the top, that's mine. I wouldn't call anybody else an idiot, that's mine. That was the one I put in on Tuesday. And I'm going to leave that in because the one down the bottom more or less cancels it out anyway. So if you took the top one and the bottom out, it wouldn't make an awful lot of difference to where the average is going to be. I will take this one out on the left simply because I think that's exactly what the judges would do, isn't it? And they'd look at the cluster, they'd look at these, and Matt would probably say, well, the top and the bottom cancel each other out, so whether you left them there or removed them would make no difference. But this one on the left is way out from where the cluster is, so that's going to have to go, I'm afraid. So let me get rid of that. Right, that's gone. Now let's look at some lines. Now if I draw lines from this fella here up there through the center of the furthest cross to the right and then the center of the furthest cross to the left, look how narrow a band is. That is. So that's all 12 crosses and in a tiny little narrow band, so everybody seems to think it's in that this fella's looking in the same area. Now, different story from this fella, the movie villain. We've got, if I start at the bottom there and then do the other one up to the top one, my one there. That's still not that bad a band, is it? I mean, even if you took out the bottom two, the bottom one and the top one. So let me you go back and take them two lines out, and even if we ignore the top one and the bottom one, and just go to say that this cluster, we've got this tiny little diamond shape here right in the middle. This like. Everything is concentrated in there. So that's the place to go. However, I'm going to do the average in a second. I still think that the judges are going to see this fella on the left as looking higher. So whatever the average is, I'm going to go somewhere between where mine is at the top and wherever the average is. It'll be above this cluster though, because regardless of, and I say this every week, regardless of where I think it is, I think the judges are going to go higher, because unless you look closely at this guy on the left, it does look as though he's looking really high, so I will be going higher than the average. Anyway, enough waffle. Where is the average? What is the average? I don't think it's working properly, so I might have to put draw some lines through it. So the average is 2791,710. Bear with me while I draw some lines through it. We'll skip to that bit in a second. So as we expected, obviously I've drawn some white lines so you can see that average is sort of right in the middle there. But I've already put the average up on the screen, so you can plot that on your own picture and work around that if you want to use the average. But obviously it's interesting to see where the average is. Like I said, personally I think it's going to be higher than that, because I think the judges will go higher. I think they look at this guy here and think, oh, he's looking steep, and they will go higher. And there's only 8 of them, and 1 or 2 of them will get written off, so it'll be down to the average of about 6, maybe 7 judges. And I do think they're going to be looking higher than that. But that's entirely up to you guys. Obviously, you're going to stick the average on there, on your picture, and think, right, okay, there's mine, there's the average, what do I think? But that's where we are. Let's get I think the target is working, is it? Oh, no, it's not. Blimey, it changes every week, doesn't it? Every time I do a video, it's either working or it's not working. Right, okay. Well, we'll have to move on from that and have a quick look at Revcomps. No, I read a comment this morning, because I haven't watched Revcomps for a couple of weeks, because I've been busy with the new flat. That the guy that won the Aston Martin or the £120,000 cash alternative on Thursday was the same person that won a Mercedes in the previous draw. Now that's good going. I have seen it before, a year or two ago, where there was a photograph of a guy standing in his driveway with two SUVs. He was standing in the middle of them. He'd won one on a Thursday and one the following Monday. So it does happen. People can win twice or three times. I'm still waiting for my my second win. I still keep playing because people win. I've won twice and three times. I saw them phone a guy a week or two ago, a few weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, you've won before?" And he said, "Yeah, I've won a few times." So, like somebody said, yeah, some people get all the luck. Well, it's usually me, to be fair. So, what have I got for Monday's draw then? I've only got one on this Nissan GTR for the £80,000 cash alternative. I like the others, I just didn't bother with them. So, the new ones that they added for next Thursday then. Again, I mean, I like most of these, but you've got to watch the cost sometimes, haven't you? So I got one on a Porsche because it's 75 grand cash alternative. As much as I love Porsches, I'd take the cash. And one on this camper van because it comes with 5 grand. Now, the auto draws, I did say I was cutting down on those. But sometimes something pops up and you think, oh, that could be handy, and the tickets are cheap. So I had a few on this one, obviously, not 3 I think, on this Jeep or £50,000 cash. That's getting drawn today. 70% sold already. But it was 90,000 tickets, so not holding out that much hope. But still, somebody's got to win it, and it only takes one ticket. And I've got one on this Volkswagen Up for tomorrow, and one on this Vauxhall Corsa for Tuesday, mainly because they were only £197 a ticket, so £2 a ticket, worth a punt, isn't it? Because this Up is only 4,999 tickets, but this Corsa is twice that. So there we are. That's where we stand for this week. Like I said, I got a busy weekend now, sorting more stuff out for my new flat. So enjoy your weekend, guys, and good luck for Tuesday. I hope Christian comes knocking the door for one of us. Me, preferably.